Hey everybody, it is game day, game three in the round one series between Montreal and Philadelphia. Montreal won 5-0 just 2 nights ago, and it was a fantastic game. You can almost say a perfect game by Montreal, except for in the face-off circle where they only were 42% successful. So I'm really looking forward to this game and seeing how Montreal handles what I expect to be an improved Philadelphia team. They're not going to come out flat. They're going to come out, I would think, really strong, attacking Montreal, trying to get that first goal to establish their just to establish their offense. And I would expect this is going to be a much more difficult game than Montreal had in the last game, unless, of course, that they play that similar game and they're able to once again outmatch Philadelphia, because that seems to be what happened. They were the completely dominant in game two, except, like I said, except for in the face-off circle. And Philadelphia, actually, the first time in the postseason for Montreal that they were out-hit in the game, and just by a small margin, I believe 36-32 for Philadelphia. But it was a very complete dominant game, and let's see if they can repeat. Now, before we get into all that, I just want to say this. If you're going to possibly be at the live stream, that is at 7:15, and if you want to enter here in the comment section, I'm facing the wrong way. Guess the score contest. So that's where you guess the score for the game, and the goal scorer for Montreal, the first goal scorer of the game for Montreal. Leave that in the comment section, and you could win, if you will excuse me while I sort of go out of camera, you could win one of these. This is a prototype, but something very similar to this, an emotional support hockey puck. So if you get the score and the goal scorer, you could win that. Now, that's not that easy because nobody's won the puck yet, but please enter in the comment section down below. And if you're going to be at the live stream, you can do that right up until game time. All right, so we'll go into a few stats for the teams, and then I'll get into my keys to victory. Try to keep this short as much as I can. So game three. That's the plate I'm stepping on. My studio has plates on the floor. Just had lunch. Game three, Flyers and Canadiens. That's who's playing. Let's see how they match up. Head-to-head, obviously, 2 games, each have 1 win. So they're 1-1. Corsi for percentage. That's for puck possession. Montreal's numbers are climbing up because they were at 50.3, I believe. Going into game 2, they're now at 51.7%. Their normal in the regular season is about 54, and a little bit more. Philadelphia dropped down a little bit. They're at 45.7%. So Montreal is clearly winning puck possession, which is they're a strong puck possession team, so I'm not surprised. Goals per game, 2.67 for Montreal. Theirs have come up a little bit. Philadelphia's 2.67 has come down a little bit. I think they were at 3.3 going into the last game. Goals against, 1.67 for Montreal per game, 1.80 for Philadelphia. 5 goals against in 1 game will really raise you up, and they were at 1.000, and it's almost a full goal up. Power play percentage, 15.8% for Montreal. 2 power play goals out of 6 tries in the last one. So their numbers are that's close to their regular season. It's not great yet, but if they can keep scoring on the power play, and it might be essential here to beat Philadelphia, those numbers should come up to good numbers. But for the game, they were at around 30% for their power play. Actually, 33%. For Philadelphia, 5.3% on the power play. They win in only at 7.1%. They had 0 goals, obviously, on 5 tries. So they need to get their special teams going. PK percentage, 84% for Montreal, 76.5% for Philadelphia. So once again, Montreal's got good numbers there. Philadelphia's got to do a little better if they want to win here. Strength down the middle. Strength down the middle, very important. Montreal was not known for strength down the middle. That's the center position. In this postseason, with the emergence of Nick Suzuki and KK, both of them emerging, you can't say that they're not. We now have strength down the middle and high danger scoring chances for percentage. So that's when we're on offense, a high danger scoring chances for. And that's for the 3 centers. All of them are above 56%. And KK is actually second in the league at 81.8%. That's high danger scoring chances for. When he's on the ice, he's getting a lot of high danger scoring chances. That line is. And he's second only behind Ryan O'Reilly, who is the last year's Conn Smythe winner. I don't know why I'm turning around. I'm not done with that board. So this is a really great stat. The emergence of KK. I said this after the first game, and I don't think I'm going to be wrong now. I'm almost positive now. He will not be going back to the AHL. His time in the AHL last year, plus, and nobody can discount this, the time he spent in his recovery, then when he started working with the skating coach and with that special hockey coach down in Finland, made a huge difference along with the work he did with Joel Bouchard. This kid is ready. He is going to be a great player. Scoring for the, I guess this is for all the playoffs, so that's the qualifying round robin, and this. Weber, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. KK, 4 goals for 4 points. Byron, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Drouin, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points, and the same for Lehkonen. On the other side, hasn't changed from the last one. Scott Laughton, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Hayes, 4 assists, 4 points. Sanheim, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. Farabee, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Yeah, I know it should have been the other way around. That's how I entered it. Not making any excuses. Voracek, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. Carey Price, 4-2 with 2 shutouts, a 1.46 goals against, and a 9.54 save percentage. If he can keep those numbers up there in that area, I mean, you know, that's a big reason why Montreal is now looking like they're in the running. On the other side, Carter Hart, 3-1, 1.93 goals against, and a 9.38 save percentage. Still really good numbers, but his goals against went up. How can be anything else? And his save percentage did come down. So, but still good numbers. Elliott, 1-0, 1.47 goals against, 9.13 save percentage. That's they've got good goaltending numbers. It was a really bad game for them on that side, and I don't expect exactly that to happen again today. I would like to talk about memberships for just a second. If you see this pair of skates up here, if you would like to win this pair of skates right here, Bauer Supreme, size 7.5, very lightly used, probably only 2 or 3 times, so not even broken in at all, and just a great pair of skates. If you take a membership, starting at $1.99, and there's 2 other levels, and you can check that out if you hit the join button. If you take a membership, you'll get entered into the contest to win this skate. These skates, it's a pair. And if you're at the live stream and you take a super chat or a super sticker, you will also get entered into the contest to win these beautiful pair of skates. I'd like to also give a shout out to a few of the members. Goalie Girls Rule, Jeff. Big shout out to Jeff. And you'll probably hear Jeff on the next podcast, Habs Coast to Coast, which will be out next week. He is going to be a guest. Shamir Ravji, Lee Max, hey Max, NHL Hockey News Reports, hey buddy, and Morgan Burton, Gaza, and Robert Dufour, and that's just not even all of them. And there you go, so a little shout out. Also want to wish a happy birthday to Carey Price, who turns 33 today. Think about that, Carey Price's birthday. You think he's going to want to lose today? Now, I know Sidney Crosby on his birthday suffered a horrible loss. But think about it. Were they playing as well as Carey Price is playing? No. Carey Price has been dominant. I don't expect that to change, especially more so on his birthday. So I'm expecting a good game from him, without a doubt. Keys to victory today. Let's get right into the keys to victory. So we talked about strength down the middle. That is center depth, something Montreal actually has. They haven't had that in like forever. And with the emergence of Suzuki and KK, we now have center depth to the point where Max Domi doesn't fit on the center position anymore. Having him on the 4th line is a waste, but we're going to talk about it in a second. Anyway, but center depth, that is KK and that is Suzuki, because we already knew we had to know. So those two coming out really changes the game. It gives you a totally different look, and you're seeing the results. I think the results, I don't think we're going to shut out every team every night, but those are the things to expect. If not this playoffs, so it might not come to fruition somewhere down there if we make it past this series into the next one, but in the next coming years, you can see by these two guys, when they fill out with the prospects that are coming up, Montreal's future is bright. Let's just say that. I don't know where I'm going with that, except to say that for all these years that we've been talking about, blah, 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 our team sucks, guess what, guys? We're in for a good ride in the next little while. Okay, Domi, KK, and Drouin, they put those guys together during the game, the last game, and look at the results. And, you know, Domi was wasted on that fourth line. You can't put wingers on that fourth line that are going to do anything with him. I mean, he's wasted there. There's no spot for him anymore at the center position. That's just the plain facts. With KK coming out the way he has, with Suzuki being the way he is, which we knew would happen, KK was more of the question mark. But with KK coming out in this playoffs, there's no room for Domi there. Where does he go? On the wing. He's a left winger that's his natural position. He goes back there. They move Drouin to the right wing, and there is chemistry there, and it is working. And if we could have those top two lines clicking and putting up points, we're going to win. Special teams did an awesome job. 2 goals on the power play out of 6 for about 33%. It is 33%, and zero goals against on the PK out of 5 attempts against a really strong team like Philadelphia. Though I'll give it that they have been struggling on the power play as well, Philadelphia in these postseason games. So special teams very key. If they can play like that every game, and yeah, you're going to win. Aggressive forecheck. That forecheck was aggressive. It put Philadelphia's offense on the defense because they just wave after wave coming after them. They never got set on their offense, and that's why they didn't get any goals, really. They just never got their offensive game set and going. Plus, Montreal, which we'll talk about, we'll go down, no, it's next, win the middle of the ice. They won the middle of the ice on both ends, so that means that in their defensive zone, they kept the Flyers mostly out of the center, away from the high danger chances, away from the high danger shots. And the results were Carey Price didn't have to work all that hard for his shutout. That's why I only gave him a 3rd star. Usually a 5-0 game in the playoffs, the goalie's going to get 1st star for the shutout. But in this game, he didn't really have to work that hard to get it, really. Yes, he made some nice saves, but it wasn't anything flashy and spectacular necessarily. And that's because they won the middle of the ice and they kept a lot of those shots away from them. So if they keep doing that, and they've been doing a good job of it so far in these playoffs, that's immensely important. Play their game for a full 60 minutes. That means keep doing that. Aggressive forecheck. Play their game. Keep Philadelphia off balance. Keep pushing. Just keep doing what they did in that first game, and they will win here. Team defense, their defense was good, and I mean it by the forecheck up front, the guys coming back to back check. I have wrote something for that too. Where's that? Oh yeah, the back check, the blocking the shots, and getting in the passing lanes and intercepting passes. Hello, Nick Suzuki, 2-way center, stuff like that. Team defense, keep it going. And then last but not least, Carey Price. What else you got to say? Carey Price has been dominant in this playoffs. I think on his birthday, he wants to win tonight, and he is going to be just as dominant, if not more so. Look at that save percentage. 954. 954. He's giving up less than half a goal for every 10 shots against. That's amazing, and if you can keep that up, they're going to win. So there you go. So what's my game prediction? I think you can pretty much figure that I'm kind of going towards Montreal. So we'll get my first goal scorer. I'm kind of wobbly between these two guys, but I'm going to go with what I've got written here. I think this guy really needs to get a goal. His partner on the other wing got one. I'm going to write Galley because I forgot how to write Gallagher all of a sudden, even though it's written down here. So Gallagher is going to get the first goal, in my opinion. That's what I'm predicting for Montreal. Score 2 for Philadelphia. So it's either going to be a 2-1 game if I think Philadelphia is going to win, or I think Montreal is going to win, and I think Montreal is going to win. It's going to be tight. It's going to be close, and I'm going to add something to that 3-2. I have this feeling it's going to be an overtime. So yeah, I think Montreal can be the better team. I don't think Philadelphia is going to come out and play that same kind of game as they did in game 2. They're going to be dangerous. They're going to come out. They're going to be hitting. They're going to be doing all those kind of things to put Montreal off their game. So don't expect a 5-0 game again or any kind of a runaway score for Montreal. I'm going to be surprised if that happens. I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to go right down to the wire. I'm going for a 3-2 overtime win for Montreal. So there you go. Don't forget, leave your score in the comment section. What do you think the score will be? And it's very important, give the first goal scorer for Montreal, because you can't win the puck without both of those things. You only one, and you don't win the puck. Yeah, people have gotten the goal scorer. People have gotten the score. Nobody's put together the goal scorer and the score yet. It's a really tough contest. I hope somebody wins a puck tonight, and give it a try. While you're down there, did I say give a thumbs up if you like the video? Give a thumbs up if you like the video. I appreciate it. It helps the algorithm. And for those that are new to the channel or you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring that notifications bell. That is going to get you your daily fix of Bleu, Blanc, Rouge. Right here, talking Habs, and that is it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Please stay safe out there, and see you at the live stream, 7:15 for the pregame show. Peace out, y'all. See you on the next one and at the live stream.